where do you rank Superman Returns?
Well, I would rank it as a 7 out of...
Wrong!
Hello everyone, welcome back to the Roll Screen Team. I'm Andrew Thomas. I'm here with fellow Superman Christopher Johnson.
Hello, everyone.
And we're almost done this year of the Superman.
Yep, now we have to talk about the more divisive film.
Yep, Superman Returns.
Yeah, this was actually the first time I saw this film, and you'll see. You'll see.
I saw this in theaters when it first came out.
You poor soul.
But before we do that, make sure to find us on Facebook, the Real Screen Team. Where else?
You can also find us on Reddit, Instagram, TikTok, and Lemonade.
And make sure to like, comment, share our videos, and definitely subscribe to this channel. It would really help. We've gotten a couple more subscribers since then.
Yep, our first major goal is 500 subscribers. And to everyone who has subscribed, thank you very much. We greatly appreciate it. And please spread the word.
Mm-hmm. So, want to go into the overview?
Okay. Superman Returns is a 2006 superhero film based on the DC Comics character Superman. The film serves as a homage sequel to Superman the movie and Superman 2, mostly ignoring the events of Superman 3 and Superman 4, The Quest for Peace. The film was produced by Warner Brothers Pictures, Legendary Pictures, DC Entertainment, Peters Entertainment, Bad Hat Harry Productions, and Outback Pictures, Inc., and distributed by Warner Brothers Pictures. The film was directed by Bryan Singer and written by Michael Daughtry and Dan Harris, based on the story written by Singer, Daughtry, and Harris. The film stars Brandon Routh as Superman alongside Kate Bosworth, Kevin Spacey, James Marsden, Frank
Langella.
Thank you. Eva Marie Saint and Parker Posey.
Yeah.
And the synopsis. Superman returns to Earth after a 5-year absence to a much-changed world. Lois Lane has moved on with her life, and society has learned to survive without him. Superman must find a way to reconnect with her and find his place in a world that may no longer need him. Meanwhile, Lex Luthor plots to destroy Superman once and for all and reshape North America into a new continent made out of kryptonite.
It was an interesting movie. It sounded good on paper.
Yes, on paper, but in execution... Oh, good Lord.
There were some good moments, but other than that...
Yeah, some good moments, but... Jesus Christ, this film was a slog.
Yeah.
It really was. I mean...
This came out the same year as the competing X-Men Last Stand.
And we had more fun with that.
Yeah.
And also, this is also the time Spider-Man 3 came out.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it was the year of disappointments for fans.
Yes. Yes, it was. Oh, God.
At least comic book fans. I think regular moviegoers at least had a couple good movies.
2006 just wasn't good. It just wasn't good.
Yeah.
But why don't we get into the cast?
Yeah.
Starting with the man himself. Pretty much the best thing about this whole film. Brandon Routh as Clark Kent / Superman. Yes, yes. We need to give this man a clap. He deserves it. He's the only reason to see this film, pretty much. No offense to anyone else that tried their best. We'll get into that.
Yeah, but he would end up, and even Arrowverse would give him another shot at being a superhero with being Ray Palmer.
Yes, and let him properly do Superman one more time.
In the Crisis on the Infinite Earths crossover, which, depending on the end of the multiverse, we should review it maybe next year.
Yeah, potentially.
You have to get ready for Marvel, the end of Marvel's rebooting. See how DC rebooted theirs, or Arrowverse.
A soft reset.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, he did fine. He was the only one they considered Singer basically gave him a screen test where he knew that Brandon Routh was the only one that was going to be cast as Superman, and didn't tell Brandon Routh.
So he was like, that guy looks like Superman.
Yeah. Looked like
we don't need to find anyone else.
Yeah. He didn't look. He got to do the screen test as both Clark Kent and Superman. Yep. Where he basically is just doing a whole Christopher Reeve impression.
Yeah, that is kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's kind of a sequel, it's kind of a remake, but it's also a reboot.
Yeah. Yeah, he was fine. I think there was more in the lead opening where we actually see him arriving with the ship compared to what we saw in the actual opening. But yeah, he arrives back home in a crash course.
Which part of me wonders why ship?
Yeah.
This man can live. This man can. He can fly through space.
Yep.
As long as he has air in his lungs, he can last a good little while in space.
Yeah. Yeah, but apparently he heard astronomers say that they found what would be Krypton, or what was Krypton. They went to go check it out.
I mean, you're able to fly fast enough that you could go back to Krypton before it, blew up. So
apparently it took a 5-year journey and it went nowhere.
All that time for nothing.
Yep. And they had to get reacquainted at lot in life, having flashbacks to his good old days and his youth. Apparently his father is still Glenn Ford in this timeline. Yep. Yeah, both of his fathers are still played by the same actors who aren't no longer with us.
See, yeah, this is why it's so confusing of what is this film? What is it?
At least the mom doesn't die off screen in this continuity.
Yeah.
But he gets reacquainted for life. He basically gets rehired because one of the Yellow Planet's staff died.
Though I am kind of confused because I thought by Superman 2, Ma Kent had died.
Nah. That was
What? Superman 3, that's when she died?
off screen. Superman 1 and 2 took place at around the same time, so yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, yep. So he goes back to the Daily Planet after one of the reporters died. That's how he got his job back.
It literally had to be death for this man to get his opening back?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
But then again, wouldn't be too surprised because this man was gone for 5 years.
Yep.
Pretty much at this point, we could probably talk more about the bad than the good.
Yeah.
But we'll wait. We'll
I
wait.
do like the suit, though. The Superman suit.
Yeah, I mean, the suit is actually pretty good.
And they actually do. Smallville actually does get to use the suit, sort of, in the final 2 seasons of the show.
Just show it over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. At some point, you're gonna wear that.
By not wearing it.
Though, why did they make the S so small on his chest?
I don't know.
I mean, that it's supposed to be grand like this. Why is it only like half or a third of this?
Don't know. But yeah, he finds out that Lois Lane's engaged as a kid, who at this moment he didn't know was his at the moment. During their rendezvous in the fortress, if you're going by the theatrical cut.
Oh no, he's a deadbeat.
Yeah.
Superman, how could you?
Yeah. But at the end, he does promise to make it up after
5 years.
Yeah. Along with him getting himself beat up by Lex. He comes back, saves Lois. Comes back and tells her why he's so hurt that he wrote an article won a Nobel Peace Prize of why the world doesn't need Superman.
And also essentially turned James Marsden into a cuck.
Mm-hmm.
I feel so bad for that man.
It just wasn't his year.
No, it wasn't a lot of people's year.
Yep.
Like I said, 2006 wasn't a good time.
Yep. Yep. So yeah, Brandon Routh does good. He does the whole Superman rescuing stuff, and in the end, Mike and is stuck in another love triangle between Lois and Perry's son. Yep. So yeah, it's kind of. And it would have been even more if there had been a sequel.
Though, did it really warrant a sequel?
Not really.
Yeah.
But let's get into his love interests.
Kate Bosworth. While Brandon Routh actually looked like Superman, acted like Superman, Who is this? This ain't Lois Lane. This ain't Lois. Kate Bosworth doesn't even look like the age that she's supposed to be.
I'm pretty sure she was in her 20s, but still.
She looked like a teenager.
Yeah.
That's not a grown woman. That's a child.
Yeah.
Could they have not found anyone that kind of looked like Margot Kidder?
I guess not. And I'm also pretty sure because she worked with Bryan Singer before.
Oh, nepotism.
Yeah.
I swear to God. Yeah. I mean, no offense to Kate Bosworth. I know she's a good actress and everything. Yep. It's just, she did not fit in this role.
Yep.
You needed a woman much more commanding, taking charge. A woman who truly felt like an adult.
But she's mainly there just to cry that Superman left her behind, so she got together with Perry's son and had a kid.
Though,
that she doesn't remember because at the time Superman kissed.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that's even more freaking alarming.
Yep, if you go by that continuity, yeah.
Either way, that's not a good look.
Yep. Yep.
Either way, that's not a good look.
Yep.
Because you hooked up with the woman, and then you either mind wiped her through a kiss, or you reset the whole earth.
Yep.
Either way, that's not a good look.
Yep.
Did no one think of this?
No.
Though then again, remember who the director of this is.
And he wrote the story.
So remember who the director is.
But she does do the typical Lois thing by getting herself into trouble by nearly dying in a plane crash until her ex shows up to save her.
And then
getting captured by Lex Luthor in a yacht.
Why would you go to the yacht by yourself and not notify anyone else?
And bring your kid. Bring your kid to work.
Yeah, your young grade school-esque child who, you lucky that this kid had powers. Yeah. You're lucky.
Even though she also almost drowned also. If it wasn't for her fiancé saving her. Well, no, Superman. Her fiancé, yeah.
I mean, your thoughts on Kate Bosworth as
I thought she was fine. She wasn't that great. She had her moments, but I also do agree with at least the way she looked in the age part.
Yeah, because Brandon Routh actually looked like a grown-ass man.
Yep.
You know, despite him being around the same age as her.
And then she does end up saving Superman after he gets stabbed by Lex and thrown into the ocean.
Oh, so this stab, he was able to survive, but the other stabbing that happens, nah.
Yep. And so then, of course, she didn't think that Superman was the father of her child until he actually did save her. Until her son actually did save her.
Yeah. And which then opens a whole bunch of questions of when did she get intimate with Superman?
Like I said, somewhere in Superman 2. I'm going with that if they're doing it through that continuity. I'm going by that continuity.
The which Superman 2?
I'm going with the theatrical cut. Makes a little bit more sense than that.
Even though I think they were kind of saying that this was more close to the Donner cut.
Yeah, but the thing with the time travel thing wouldn't make any sense. She had the kid. So yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, with him resetting everything, that means they didn't get intimate.
Yeah. So it's a theatrical cut.
See, everything is just so good. What is this film?
And then James Bart's as being cucked over again.
Yeah, let's go ahead and give this man his proper respect. Richard White, played by James Marsden. I am so sorry for you, sir. I am so sorry.
He gets killed by Jean Grey and
off screen.
Yeah. Well, sort of off screen.
Yeah, we start to see him dying, but we don't get to see the full death.
Yeah.
And then you just get chunked out.
Yep.
You get cucked by Superman.
Yep.
This year just wasn't his year either.
Yeah.
This just wasn't a good time. This wasn't a good time.
Although, unlike Lois or Lana's previous boyfriends, he's a complete jerk.
Yeah, he's actually a good guy.
Yep.
I actually am like, yeah, this is a responsible guy.
Yep.
He's a good guy.
He's
just, unfortunately, not going to measure up to Superman.
Yeah. Yep, he does save the day. He finds out that they're trapped in the yacht and breaks them out. There.
While also finding out that his son isn't his.
Yeah. Well, play the honest trailer clip just briefly.
You are not the father.
Yep, you're not the father.
It just wasn't his year.
Yep.
Though at least they gave him a bit more dignity in this than what they did in X-Men.
Yeah.
They did that to punish him.
Yep. For not being able to come back for the sequel. For full time, yeah.
They did that to punish him, punish Cyclops, and punish the fans.
Yep. At least he got to see with his eyes. And
Yeah.
he also did affirm seeing her because nepotism.
Allegiance before finding out
Yeah.
what truly this man was.
Mm-hmm.
Why are they trying to bring this man back? Why?
But yeah, he does fine. And then let's talk about Frank Langella as Perry White. He does fine
Yeah.
from what he has.
Yeah.
He basically is just the father-in-law to Lois / boss / I'm excited that Superman returns. I need to know the whole story, and that's it.
Yeah. And also worrying about the Daily Planet getting destroyed and the freaking
Yeah.
globe falling off of the building.
Yep. And oh yeah, we get that in Smallville too. The globe falling off. The beginning of the final season.
Did anyone ever question why they had that globe on top of the building and the potential, issues that could happen?
No.
Especially knowing where they live and, I guess the daily to weekly property destruction that happens.
Guess not. Well, let's talk about Eva Marie Saint as Martha Kent. Apparently she was married to the Glenford Jonathan Kent in this timeline. It's going by the Superman 1 and 2 continuity.
So then what time and place does this take place? Because we're supposed to believe that the first two films are kind of like, what, the 1950s?
Yeah.
1950s, 1960s?
Yeah.
But yet, now we're in a time and place where there are cell phones. When does this take place?
But she's there for guidance. She finds Clark once his ship crashes.
Yeah.
Then lectures him, saying that his father would not let him go if he was still alive.
Yeah. I mean, bro. Did you really think you were going to find anything that remained of Krypton? I mean, when we say that planet imploded, it imploded.
Yeah.
And plus, it's been how many years?
So many.
Yeah, pretty much anything that remained of it has drifted away, either towards Earth or in deep space.
Yep. Yeah. She's there to lecture Clark and tell him that, yep, things have changed. You've missed out on a lot.
Yeah, I mean, potentially a whole presidential administration. I guess he missed 9/11.
Yeah.
And a whole bunch of other things.
Yeah. And then after those Kansas scenes, we never see or hear from her again. But let's talk about the henchmen. Let's discuss Jimmy Olsen, Sam Huntington as Jimmy Olsen.
He's okay.
Yeah.
Though he doesn't feel like Jimmy to
Yeah.
me. I mean, he looks the part, but he doesn't feel like Jimmy to me.
He's Mr. Exposition to Clark.
And for some reason, he kind of feels a little bit like an asshole.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I don't know. He kind of feels that way.
Yep.
Also, he kind of acts a little bit like that towards Clark.
Yeah.
It's like, you abandoned me.
Mm-hmm.
I was your friend, and you just left, and you said nothing.
Mm-hmm.
How dare you?
Yeah.
That's kind of how it feels. It's not directly said, but just how he, just the subtle ways that he acts.
Yep.
Though then again, I don't blame him. I don't blame half everybody that kind of acts that way.
Yep.
I mean, Superman just up and left.
To chase ghosts.
That he wasn't going to find.
Yeah.
He still hasn't found what he's looking for.
Yeah, so he just basically is there for exposition, basically.
Yeah, and rubbing more salt in the wounds of, because you're gone, everybody moved on.
Yeah. But let's talk about the villain.
Lex Luthor, played by Kevin Spacey. Okay, do we address the elephant in the room? The other elephant? I mean, we've already addressed Singer.
Yeah, a little bit.
Has it been? Is Spacey innocent or not?
It's questionable.
But then again, people had already been making jokes or nods to some of the weird stuff that he was doing years before we even questioned this, and people were actually looking into it. Was no one watching Family Guy during that time? There was a whole joke where Stewie was naked running in the mall as a dare, and he said, "Help! Help! I just broke out of Kevin Spacey's basement." Did no one think about looking into that? But I digress.
I personally think he was one of the better Lex Luthors in the movie. He was
50%
he was better than Jesse Eisenberg's in Batman v Superman.
Yes, which that's not a hard task. That man was acting more like Jim Carrey's Riddler than Lex Luthor.
He at least gives off some Michael Rosenbaum vibe.
Yeah, but
Kevin Spacey.
But at the same time,
Even though he's supposed to be Gene Hackman's Lex Luthor.
Yeah, which he doesn't show the charisma.
Yeah.
I mean, Gene's Lex was a bit campy, but there was a great deal of charisma that you forget that how over the top he is.
Yeah.
This one is much more reserved and kind of unsettlingly boring.
Mm-hmm. Of course, he goes back to the fortress.
Which
again?
What time period? Which continuity is?
Well,
this?
first he gets let out based on Superman not going to his trial.
Which, how does that work?
Apparently, Superman is...
He's the only witness?
The only credible witness.
Which plus, on top of this, no matter which version of of Superman 2 you look at, this man escaped prison.
Yep.
He should still be in there, just based off of that. He escaped. He's an escaped convict.
But he also married a widow for her fortune.
Which, oh, dear God, man, what did you do? What?
Apparently he pleasured her. Yeah, don't want to picture that.
What the? That had to be Singer's contribution, wasn't it? That had to be his contribution to that idea, wasn't it?
Bro. But yep, he does that. Breaks out with his new Miss Tessmacher / Otis character.
I mean, what, they weren't able to figure out how to bring Otis or Tessmacher into this?
No.
Though then again, Otis...
Although there was a draft. I think that had Otis and Miss Tessmacher. They just decided to combine the two. That's it.
Well, that's dumb.
Yeah.
And at least we would have had more charismatic individuals.
Yep. But, yep, he does the whole thing land again. To make his own Kryptonite Island.
Which...
By destroying Metropolis.
Yeah, and then end up destroying most of North America.
Yeah.
Which, okay. There are just a number of issues with this plan. One, turning North America into a Kryptonite mountain/island makes no sense. Because how do you make Kryptonite land habitable? It's a freaking solid rock. It has no soil. It has no minerals. It has nothing. 2, isn't Kryptonite radioactive?
Mm-hmm.
There have been at least several continuities where Lex ended up getting cancer because he had kryptonite on himself on a regular basis. 3, how would an
Inhabitable.
Yes, and cancer-causing continent make Lex any money? Why would anyone choose to live on a mass of land that no one can actively survive on?
I don't know.
And plus, on top of it, anyone who wouldn't have a choice would be dead.
Yep.
How does any of this plan work?
I don't know.
You can't grow anything on it. Can't make any sort of habitat for anything else. And you're slowly dying from cancer and radioactivity. And then after he starts the process in turning Metropolis into this, he's just sitting there with a chair.
Mm-hmm.
They just sitting there reading the paper, playing cards.
Although he does have his moments by capturing Lois and
Yes.
doing the wrong thing from the cold open.
Yes, if it wasn't for that, this whole thing would have been a wash.
And then he gets to stab Superman in the island. That Superman didn't even know was kryptonite.
How would you not know? You should have started to feel it immediately.
Now he had to wait to get himself beat up for him to actually feel and notice. Hey, what the...
God, this film. Every other version of Superman, when they come into contact with kryptonite, they start feeling it.
Yeah.
They start feeling it. Some more aggressively and violently than others.
Although his beat up Superman's actually is really brutal.
Yes. Yes.
Yep.
I feel bad for Brandon, but then part of me kind of feels like you kind of deserve that.
Yeah.
You should have known what this man is capable of.
Kevin was getting to character from the featurette. Yeah.
No, I mean, as far as knowing who this man is, Lex Luthor, you should have known he would have something up his sleeve that involves kryptonite.
Yep.
You question, how does this man keep getting this stuff? Which makes me wonder, does Spacey's Lex potentially have cancer and he doesn't know it yet?
Yep. Yep. But, yep. He nearly succeeds in killing Superman.
Yeah, while at the same time almost dooming Metropolis and the U.S. to start.
Until Superman lifts a freaking island.
Made out of kryptonite.
And throws it into space.
Oh yeah, like that. That's not going to come back to bite him in the ass later. Like everything else. I swear to God, the continuity of
course,
this.
Let's talk about his new Tessmacher / Otis character.
Kitty Kowalski, played by Parker Posey.
Yeah.
I actually like Parker in
Yep.
this. She's one of the more delightful things in this.
Fellow Marylander, since she's from Baltimore.
Yeah.
Yep. She has a bit of Miss Tessmacher by also crushing on Superman a bit after he saves her.
Yeah.
Also being the idiot, not expecting Lex to beat the crap out of Superman.
Was she the prototype of what we end up getting with the new Miss Tessmacher?
Something like that, yeah.
The one good thing that came out of this, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
But, yep.
Well,
we also had the cannibal dogs.
Yeah, what the hell? Was that Singer, Daughtry, or Harris that came up with that?
Or all the above.
Oh, Jesus. What is wrong with people?
But, of course, we also had Cal Penn as Silent Henchman. I know he has a name, but
As Stanford, the henchman.
But he has no lines. So
I feel so bad. I feel so bad for him.
Although he does mention it as in one of the parodies that he starred in like a year or two later, the Epic movie, where they parodied everything from Narnia to Superman. He says basically, "Oh, this sounds like another Superman plot."
And we see Superman get shot in the eye, and oh no, it actually affected him in that movie.
Yeah. Like I said, parodied Superman Returns, but even have the actual actor from Superman. Yeah, poor him. He's just there as nameless henchman who just does all the work, and then I think also gets killed by the end when Superman left the island.
Yeah, because he and all the other henchmen got crushed.
Who weren't Parker Posey.
Yeah. Well, she wasn't a henchman. She's not a henchman or goon. She's not a part of the Goonion.
Yeah.
Even though technically she probably should.
Yeah.
I mean, though, does she work for Lex or is she with Lex?
That's up to debate. At least in Superman the movie, they at least had a TV cut where it showed that yes, they were actually in a relationship.
So yeah, she wouldn't necessarily be a goon.
Yeah.
She's just girlfriend that's helping.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. For him and the other henchmen who just died.
Though I gotta give some of the henchmen some credit.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely Brutus the henchman, played by David Fabriza.
Yeah.
That dude was very charismatic.
Yeah.
you know, with his bald head with tattoo on the back of his head, him playing the piano so eloquently. This dude should have been Lex.
Yeah.
No offense to Kevin Spacey, with what Kevin Spacey was given,
Yeah.
50% of it he did his best.
Yeah.
The other 50%, I don't know what the hell he was doing.
Although they did make homage of Lex wearing the wigs from time to time.
Yeah, which...
Mainly for his disguises when he decided to go get some kryptonite.
Which at the same time, I'm like, okay, what... Are we sure this is supposed to be the same Lex? Because remember the vanity.
Yeah.
The vanity.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be going around just accepting his baldness. He should be wearing... They should have had Spacey keep his regular hair.
Yeah.
And make it... And kind of imply that it's a wig.
Yeah.
Continuity?
Yeah.
Continuity?
Yeah. But should we discuss the good?
Yes.
Well,
I mean, it tried its best
the
in being a
homage.
good...
Homage.
Yes. To, you know, Christopher Reeve's Superman films.
Yeah.
The first two.
Yep. That-
Brandon Routh did his best
Yeah.
with what he was given, as well as 50% of Kevin Spacey, and James Marsden did good.
Well, he would have to wait till the Sonic franchise.
Yeah, for him to
for-
get his due.
Yep.
All hail Donut Lord.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, essentially the whole cast did best with what they had.
Yeah.
Some better than others.
Yeah.
But,
Of course, the key. Forgot to mention the kid who played Jason.
yes. I mean, Tristan Lake LeBeau as Jason White.
Yep. The only one who could figure out that Clark and Superman are the same person.
Yeah, because developing powers and oh yeah, who's the other guy that has power that also has powers? Oh yeah, Superman.
Along with looking at a picture and then looking at Clark Kent at the same time. The only one who could put two to two together.
And Lois got a free and Lois got the freaking Pulitzer.
Yeah. Although the other good thing is that there was a documentary that came out about the history of Superman. The other only good thing about this was they had a documentary by Ken Burns called "Look Up in the Sky: The History of Superman,"
True.
which had all the surviving cast members and directors talking about their works. They even mentioned the radio show and all the other adaptations up until Smallville at that point. Yep,
Yeah,
which
'cause
was
it
on season
still
5.
ongoing.
Yeah, but it was still season 5 at that point of Smallville.
Pretty much around the time you were watching
Yep,
on a regular basis.
yep. So that's why I call it the good part of this. Of course, I think we've discussed a lot of the bad, mostly, with the continuity stuff.
I mean, plus, how did no one realize Clark is Superman? Because when Superman was gone for 5 years, so was Clark Kent.
Yep.
Without a trace. I mean, did anyone try to look for him?
Probably.
Try to contact him? Anything? Plus half the cast. Some of them did not feel like their characters.
Yep.
Some I did not believe who they were supposed to be, and others just weren't acting like how they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry, Kate Bosworth. I'm sorry, Sam Huntington. I'm sorry that other half of Kevin Spacey, but I don't believe you to be the characters that you say you are. I don't believe you. I don't.
That's why it didn't go so on the box office and we didn't get them fighting Brainiac.
And poor Cal Penn. This
Yeah.
man is a very good actor.
Yeah,
Very charismatic.
And they
Yet you
wasted
get
him.
this man no lines, and he just dies.
Yep.
He doesn't even get to do anything cool.
But yeah, the other good cameos, Noel Neal as the widower.
The
The widower who passed away.
yeah,
And Jack Larson as the bartender,
yeah.
where he does interact with the current, at that time, the current Jimmy Olsen. They hug during the Superman plane rescue scene. And he does have a little bit more to do into the lead scenes, asking Clark at the bar, how does it feel to be back?
Yeah, well, at least one person asked and cared.
Yep.
And why does only the cannibal dog have a kill count in this?
And Gene Hackman still has the record until the next one.
Yeah, yeah.
Or the Snyderverse, which has a much bigger...
Why does Jesse Eisenberg have such a big kill count? Why does Jesse Eisenberg have a big kill count?
We can discuss it the next time we redo the Snyderverse.
I just realized that.
Yep.
And I still will never forgive I still will never forgive Snyder for killing off Mercy. I won't forgive him.
I won't forgive him about killing off Jimmy Olsen either.
I will never forgive him for both.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of you people just deal with it. You're not getting the Snyderverse back. Mm-hmm. And I think it's probably for the best, despite the fact we actually did get 2 to 3 good movies out of that. Mm-hmm. And I can actively say good.
Mm-hmm. But when it gets to the scores...
Yeah.
It's a hard one. I give it a 6 out of 10. There's some parts I like the Brandon Routh and the Kevin Spacey part. It was a hard one to go.
Five out of 10. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. I some of the things I saw were decent, but most of this film just was not good.
Yeah.
I did not have fun. I had more fun with Wonder Woman 1984, and we all know how much of a mess that film was. I had more fun with that than this. This was a slog.
Mm-hmm.
You all disrespected Superman so terribly with this. You almost ruined Superman. Is this the reason why we didn't get another Superman movie for a few years?
Yeah.
They almost killed the franchise.
Yeah. Along with the box office, it didn't go so well.
Well, we can see why.
But before we go, we finally make it to the final film.
Yes, which the one I'm actually very excited for.
Superman 2025.
Yes.
But when roll us out?
Well, sure. Well, thank you all for watching us. Definitely come back and watch us again. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share, and click the post notification bell so you're updated with all of our upcoming videos. Well, cut, print, that's a wrap.